All right. It looks... Oh, camera's being a little stupid.
Same.
Come on. Find me.
I mean, I see us. We're there.
All right. Guess that's fine. Hi, Internet.
Wow.
I'm Dustin.
I'm exhausted. But also some call me Lorraine.
And we are continuing with our series of...
We colored appropriately for the screen.
I guess so.
I'm wearing a Billy Hatcher shirt, though, so it's not nearly as, like, intense. Or more intense.
We're continuing with our...
Continuing?
Continuing with our looks at various indie games in development.
Wow, wow, wow.
By looking at Phenocore.
Gumball Interactive.
Thank you, Lorraine, by Gumball Interactive. Another thing that I found
it's
scrolling
in
around
the corner right there.
way down there.
Yeah.
This will be very interesting because this is, I think, the most action-heavy thing that I think we've played on here so far. It does seem a bit early, so, you know, that's the nature of looking at all these. Everything's in varying stages of development. Some things earlier than others.
How did you find this one?
It was in the game dev, the Michigan game dev Discord somewhere, I believe. Like, I think I was just scrolling back through.
Yeah, I was trying to look around on their website in particular, and aside from a list of people, couldn't really seem to find much about them, and their Twitter is the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, at least from what I could tell from like maybe 10-ish minutes of Googling, which I feel like if I can't find it at that amount of time, it doesn't exist.
But, yeah, we'll start kicking the tires here in a second and see what we end up doing. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do control-wise. I think I'm going to mouse and keyboard it. So if you want to do me a favor, Lorraine, and help me remember what this all is. Shift plus right mouse.
There's a reason that I don't play shooters on mouse and keyboard and kind of avoid mouse and keyboard in general.
I would like to play on controller, but unless I missed something in here, it's inverted by default.
Oh, that was your problem.
And I would, for my means, that is unplayable. I'm not doing that. Nuh-uh.
Valid.
So I guess we're doing this instead. Because I tried to, before we got it live, I tried to flip this to see if it would flip the controller stick, and it did not appear to.
Wahoo.
But, again, you know, all this stuff is early-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just wanted to try to get jumping's pretty straightforward.
R is reload, shift is run, right click to punch, left click.
We'll see. Maybe I'll try to do the controller anyway. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started.
It's been 2 days since I was separated from my military escort. Something is wrong with me. We attempted to make contact with the local alien population, but everything went to shit. They did something to us, sprayed us with something, and whatever it is, it spread through my body. I can feel it moving inside me, filling me with awful violent urge. There we go.
Okay.
Bad shit.
Because again, if I pick this up and the controller died, so that it might not even reconnect.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it did. But yeah, it's still inverted. Oh god, I don't know what I want to do. I hate it so much. Like I loathe it. I might try to use it anyway. Because I would rather play on controller. But
Ooh.
All right, maybe I'll just try to.
Oh, is that your melee?
So yeah, so I think that the state that the game is early enough that like in that text description, they're like, I've been infected with something. I'm guessing in the final game.
I saw it when I was scrolling through their Twitter.
Yeah.
The Phenocore at Phenocore on Twitter. There was concept art for, I believe the main character's name is Helen. And it was a lady with a big old tentacle arm and like kind of half of her body.
So I think that's right.
How
think that's
she
exactly
hold the
kind
gun.
of what's going on here.
Ew.
Trying to see if it like interacts with the environment or not. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I don't know if I should just pick up the mouse and keyboard or not. Because like I said, I think there are no good answers here right now. But
we're intense now. Help.
I wonder if I could go in like the Xbox settings and tweak it. But yeah, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to shoot anything. I basically just have to choose not to shoot, not to look up and down.
You're a dog. You can't look up.
Extra reload? Yeah.
Tendril straight.
No, I can't. All right. I think it's going to have to be mouse and keyboard as much as I don't want to do it. Because I just can't do this. I think I'll let him kill me and just... Oh, never mind. I killed him. I killed it. I did too good.
Can't you just switch? It seemed to work pretty well if you just switched.
Okay. Yeah, that's like I said, technically better. And that's kind of for my, like, I just don't really care for mouse and keyboard controls if I can help it. Like, if I
Yeah.
cannot use them, I won't.
Same.
The Doom-esque music appears to have already kicked in, as you said a second ago. I'm still just kind of getting used to moving around and stuff. I did see in some of the other, yeah, it does that kind of shit.
What?
They've got, like, Titanfall style wall running and stuff, which
I mean, it mentioned a grapple in some of the controls.
like, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
That game is so fucking referenced. Underrated, yeah, but like I feel like it's not underrated. It's just like really low key. Like not a ton of people played it, but it was very well received. But
I mean, isn't that or
like,
overlooked? Maybe.
Yeah, overlooked is probably maybe better because
I mean, I would still say underrated is a decent way to put it because it's not rated. There aren't many rates. Its rating is maybe high, but not a lot of people have seen it.
But like, so when I was looking for games to play and I saw that and like it was in a GIF or just a tiny little video or whatever that you could do shit like this, I was like, oh, that seems pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, it looks cool.
And right now, that's the one thing that's just standing out to me. Like, that seems extremely sick. It might be a little fast right now because that's like a lot of speed.
Yeah, you're fucking flying.
Like, I can't imagine
aiming,
trying to shoot it all well in a hectic combat scenario when you're wall jumping that like fast. But that said, the instinct to put it in there is cool. I like that a lot. I think you have a straight up like triple jump. Yeah, which like that's another.
You've got little like do you see that on the HUD? I think those are your triple jump indicators. The lower things. The melee, I believe, is the larger orb.
Yeah, it sure is.
And I don't know what the other ones are.
And that even might like I'm guessing maybe in the final game that might be visually like also with some weird goopy like some weird looking goopy something coming out of you if you activate those other jumps. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I expect the plan we do here to be like a lot of trial and error and maybe restarting a couple times because like I said, I think if you die in the demo, you just restart the whole thing, and I don't expect it to play very well, even with
You do have other guns too.
So I've got this guy.
I don't know how to shift them on here.
Oh, and it's not scroll wheel, so it must be. It's the keys. Okay. I think one just swaps between them. Yeah. Those guys are kind of stuck back there. I will say, even though I just don't know what the split is anymore these days, in between like numbers and not numbers.
What does that mean?
For shooters?
What does that mean?
Like in Destiny or Borderlands, when you hit a guy and it's like you did 10 damage visually on screen. Like I actually think I prefer that across the board now. Personally, that's another thing where like
I mean, it definitely makes it feel like you've actively like hit something when you can see the numbers.
Yeah, I don't play enough. I haven't played enough like other, I guess.
Franchises.
However you want to call them, like raw or shooters recently. Like I haven't played Call of Duty in a very long time. I don't know if Overwatch and stuff has numbers or whatever. I've never really played that game. Or reload.
See if I can glean anything from.
But it's such a valuable piece of feedback that like I don't think I would make a shoot like this game actually seems to be riffing hard enough on Doom that I'm almost certain like modern Doom doesn't do that. And I don't believe for all the things I loved about Titanfall, I don't think Titanfall did that either because that game was more in the line of other Respawn and like previously Call of Duty stuff. I feel like I am going to die.
I mean, it's me all day. It's very hot. From what I can glean from a handful of just like literally, I just Googled Overwatch.
Overwatch numbers? Okay.
I'm just looking at screenshots. And unless everyone is missing all of these shots every time, it's hard to tell if they're actually shooting. First of all, it's just a screenshot. doesn't look like... I don't see damage numbers.
Okay.
I also didn't see, like, heal numbers either. Because
Sure.
I saw, like, an actual, like, healing screenshot, too.
Like Valorant or whatever, any of those kind of things. So yeah, we just start from the beginning every time. Oh wait, never mind. Spawning pool activated.
Yeah, you hit, like, a thing.
Okay, so technically it was maybe this thing, or even this puddle. I'm not sure. But in either case, kind of taking a bunch of damage again. It's just there.
Damage numbers in game. First result from just typing Overwatch damage numbers in game. Overwatch has no damage numbers in game, comma, but why doesn't Overwatch show damage numbers?
All right. So yeah, technically I did gain some progress there. Tiny bit.
Woo.
So if maybe I will be able to progress. I have no idea how big this demo is. Maybe I'll be able to progress to like the end of this map or something, depending on how large it is and how much. Okay. All right. How is that guy down?
And it looks like I don't know what Z Doom is, but it looks like it's probably not in most things.
I mean, I do think it is more of a genre mashup kind of thing, where like the more non-shooter elements your shooter has, like if it's more the other parts of your game are more rooted in like RPGs and stuff, like Borderlands. Borderlands is the first notable one that I remember.
Yeah, for sure.
That had numbers because it was so.
I mean, that was the first. Like, I had played some Call of Duty with you, and like Justin or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
For a little bit. That was like the most of any shooter that I'd ever really played. And then
tell if I'm even like hitting that guy. Okay, technically. Yeah.
And so I never I just didn't play those games because I wasn't interested in specifically the first person perspective. I still am not the greatest at it. I've gotten better and more used to it with Destiny. big think right there.
Okay, so back here.
It's still like
I do fun shit like this. Like, look at that. That is so cool.
Yeah, that's really
because that is the and again, this demo is, like I said, it appears to be very early, and
their target date is spring next year.
A lot of the stock Unreal stuff is in here in a way that like I seemed like they were going to take some of it out. I don't even care about the art assets and stuff.
No.
Like as far as I'm concerned, like you can. I have no idea what the licensing is like. We haven't worked in Unreal for like shipping a commercial product. I don't know if you can just use any of these.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Like junglish environment things. Like if they just come with the engine license or what, but I would have no problem with the environments shipping like this. Like, I do think the shooting probably needs a lot of work. Like moving around feels pretty good. Like walking around feels fine. Aiming feels fine. Like it's point and shoot. It's a mouse, right? It's kind of hard to really fuck up mouse aiming because it should move where the cursor goes.
You'd think.
And I can't without playing a version of this without inverted controls, I can't speak for how it should work, how it really feels in controller because it's just so jarring to me that it's unplayable by default. Like I can't do it. I played inverted on Halo 2 way back in the day, but at some point I just
that shiny thing?
Flipped to stock and never ever went back. And now there's just no, it's not happening.
What is the defense of inverted?
It's just a legacy thing from back when people were using like joysticks.
Okay. I get it in more of like a flight sim type deal because it's like how the actual
I mean, in its own way, it's kind of a
works.
weird logic puzzle thing because if you imagine you're controlling the first-person player's head, like the first-person character's head,
you pull back. To
right. If you were like to grab the back of their skull, like by the hair.
Please don't. Please don't grab.
And
the
you
back
wanted
of my
them
skull.
to look like up and to the right. You would pull this way, which is how you would pull on an inverted joystick. But if the idea is
that why you would have inverted left and right too?
I guess. If you're internalizing it logically as like, oh, I just want to look, I want to direct the face in the direction that I want it to be pointing, then, you know, you just point it in that way.
I mean, it's more of the like, it's you being the thing as opposed to you controlling the thing. You're just getting murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
I'm not sure if there's health pickups or not, because I'm guessing those...
At one point you healed, and I don't know exactly what happened.
Or to reload.
I don't know how you got health back.
The next time I die, I'm going to just maybe try blowing past all these guys, just to, again, just kind of want to see what the demo is, like kick the tires and the environments and stuff. Like, this is neat. Oh, God. I overshot that a little. Oh, no, I'm still
Is that like a respawn pool, or is that just
like that might be
bad?
No, that looks bad. It looks like I don't want to step in that.
But you could maybe run along the wall?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is how...
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't do that right.
Ooh, that's some...
This demo is so early that it doesn't even appear to mention that mechanic within the game itself. Like I said, I inferred that from looking at other content of it outside of the game. All right, I'm just gonna try to do that this time. I'm just gonna see if I can blow through and like get another checkpoint. It's just so fast. All right. Oh, I can sprint too.
Yeah, you just go underneath there.
Oh, can I not get? What happened?
Is it the plant?
This plant. Okay, they still didn't hit me. Bad guy's not so smart.
Oh.
That's another thing where I'm guessing they're like, whatever the stockist stock, like Unreal, like pathing and AI is, which.
I mean, I think there was another path over there.
Oh, nope. Okay, I can kind of survive in there, but now I'm just out in the open and I'm fucked. Okay. Okay, go up here without being too fucked up. Okay, at least kind of got a break from the action here. I'm not sure if this is a place I'm supposed to be or not.
It's neat looking.
It doesn't appear to do anything.
Definitely.
Ooh, that was funky. I think it like
I think you
ran me off of this like tiny surface. Yeah. Interesting. Because that's interesting. Like I would love to see it a couple of iterations from now. Where they go with like the even like I said, both the speed of the wall running, which seems like it's a little much for me. I feel like it's a little fast to like maintain control across the whole thing, and I feel like it sets you up for more weird like smacking into stuff and dying if like that kind of collision damage is on, or just like more likely to fucking clip through weird geometry or something when you're really cooking like that. But like the jump height is like look how wild that is.
Very tall.
Just in terms of like raw. Like that is both cool and interesting. Like it scares me a little from a level design perspective, because I really like when you can integrate some vertical design in a first person shooter space, but it is so high. like Destiny's jumps are pretty high, and this is like I feel like
that's like Stompy's Hunter.
Maybe even right a tiny bit higher than that, or just definitely close. But it's just something like when you give people that much ability to go anywhere. Yeah, just like you're just kind of setting yourself up for. You just really have to account for it, which again, not a bad thing, just something you have to be mindful of.
If that's the only
all right.
jump height, those guys are.
Oh, it did the thing again, or it gave me like the equivalent of a really weird wall run. I don't think they're gonna get me probably, unless they're really bad shots.
Oh, they're stupid. There's more guys. Oh, there's so many.
Oh, I do not like that. And again, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, so I'm definitely not used to any of this, but I do not like that it doesn't reload by default when you have 0 ammo in the mag. Like you have to click again. I think I maybe can pick up another gun from that guy. Press down. Press down? Oh shit, it's not mouse wheel either. Okay.
Ew, that guy.
He got me. I'm dead. He's a jerk.
Very rude. Rude and inconsiderate.
Loading up. Okay. Yeah, I might end up just trying to... I don't know, because like the thing is that with the combat, it's
Feels like you're not doing.
I feel like everything's kind of working against me right now, because like the guys are a little bullet spongy maybe, although it's so hard to tell because it's not a hit scan weapon, so it's on top of the numbers thing. It's just like I barely feel like the bullets are going where I want them to.
No, it barely looks like they're because like it's so hard to tell like when you were with those corners, like are you hitting the environment? Are you hitting them? Like, and
that's another kind of stylistic thing across your kit, I think, in a game like this of like. It's certainly fun to put some of that somewhere, like to have some stuff be hit scan, some stuff be like projectile based, where you can get a little weirder with it. But like for your starting primary weapon, to have it be, I'm about to be out of ammo, but like have it be like that kind of loosey goosey. I don't know. I don't love it.
I mean, you've got a second gun.
Well, the other one, like if I go back to this shotgun looking thing.
How's it going, Stills, my man?
I'm not even really sure how this thing, like I felt like I barely... Let's see, yeah, I say these guys will spawn in when I get close enough. I'm going to maybe just run past these dudes.
Welcome. Your health just looks like paper towel roll. Oh my god.
So many dudes in there.
I don't think you went back there before.
Like this thing. Like is it even doing damage there? I did finally kill him.
Press down. You're in a safer spot. Is it like down? Is it S? The wands? What is the down?
No, it's not crouch. Right? No.
Foresight is a little quiet and maybe a little low quality.
What was that? The game audio?
Our voice quality.
Oh, okay.
Make us a little louder. I don't know. Is that
any better?
Doesn't look like we're having internet troubles this time. Not like last week. Oh, this is kind of like here. It was turned a little bit away from my face, so that could have been a thing. I'm also very tired, so I'm not talking very loud. Maybe. Yeah, the mic was like.
Yeah, it was just off axis a little bit. Yeah, okay.
Now I'm just smacking it. I had to like attach or reattach a lot of the rubber bands around this thing. So the game audio right now is very quiet, or it's not on, but
it's on. It's on.
Well, no, like the background
you can crank it up a little bit. Like I said, I have been experimenting. I've slowly but surely been experimenting with all the audio stuff, trying to get it in a better place across the board. So let us know how it sounds now that we've tweaked it even more.
This is also, I guess we mentioned top of the stream. This is an in development game at present. Phenocore.
Phenocore, thank you.
What is phenotype? Is that's a
it's just the
word
thing, that
right?
means something. Yeah.
What's
I don't know what it's saying.
I need to know. Set of observable characteristics of an individual resulting from an interaction of its genotype with the environment.
So like, now I'm trying the melee just to kind of try it out. It's kind of the same
deal.
It's
like eye color. There we go.
All right. Like it sort of works. I think it's hitting. It's just like maybe they're very resilient. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's really hard to just
I can hurdle that straight up.
Kind of tell.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be over here or not.
Who cares?
I am.
We're here now.
Can I even probably get up on top of this unless there's a bounty box up here?
I have a feeling there aren't any bounty boxes.
Like this is the kind of stuff where it's like see how big you'd have to make this environment if you wanted to, or you have to put in a bunch of bounding boxes and stuff to try to like just if this is a thing you didn't want the player to do and you're able to jump this high, like that's the kind of stuff that concerns me about giving you that much jump height.
I mean, that's part of my concerns about just like even us making a 3D game, like accounting for that is a lot.
Right at the end of the day, it's just a lot of extra effort that like you may want to do that and you may not. But,
You picked up more ammo? I'm not really sure. There was a gun on the ground, but it didn't give you that prompt again. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm still just kind of rocking out up
Are you
here.
like on the other side of that pool, or are you on like a different side? It's hard to tell. I'm just thinking about phenotype.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Fun,
every time
fun.
that happens, I'm guessing that's just like the wall running thing being a little weird.
Yeah. This is slightly unrelated, mostly related to my. I'm still thinking about phenotype. I had to explain to my one younger coworker what exactly an undergrad was.
Huh.
Someone asked her what her undergrad degree was, and she just kind of like blue screened at this person. And oh god, I
Oh,
just
like, see, that gave me so much weird momentum. Just kind of
look at all your true sight. Look at all those foes.
bounced around over here.
Woo! And like just to like double check my map, I googled undergraduate just to make sure that I wasn't completely wrong
Wanted
and
to be
just
corrected in
dumb.
whatever you were telling
And I
them.
was like, yeah, it's
Like that also, that guy's
he's spraying and praying.
shotgun or flak cannon or whatever. Like I can just kind of sing it out of range of it. And like haphazardly spray this thing all over the place. Alright, is it enter maybe? Control, Alt,
Do you want to get rid of this gun though?
Tab. Oh! Tab does the thing that was described. Like it lets you like hook shot onto stuff.
Oh, tab is a grapple. Can't you press escape for controls?
Here's the controller controls.
Lol.
Yeah, that actually does that. Okay.
Tab or melee?
Tab, because melee just
Okay.
smack him.
Got him. Fucking glare reflecting off the gun is funny.
It's still.
Party ball!
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what those do. Like, I don't know if that would be health or something, because it didn't
No,
really give me ammo
It
back.
doesn't normally give
And-
you health.
And that
so-
time it wasn't.
You
Okay.
found- yeah!
So now I can respawn
Yeah!
here.
Progress!
Although now I'm just like, I did so much.
Well, because if behind you is that big open space, that big pool, the big goop that you ran
Mhm.
over and hung out with a million dudes and then died over there.
Okay.
Oh!
It's E.
I mean, yeah,
Let's
get rid of
get
that.
This thing.
That
This
thing
thing
is
fucking
stupid.
sucks ass.
Here.
Thank you.
And also, turn that up a little bit.
Okay, so this is like a grenade launcher looking thing, it looks like.
I mean, it said slug. Is that not like a shotgun?
Maybe
Fire it.
Well, it's got like the.
Oh, interesting.
You know, I'm really not sure.
It's kind of goopy.
And I cannot for the life of me tell how far that is going.
Get out, Darcy.
But anyway, so I came over from this way, right? Because I was just kind of
Yeah.
jumping all over the place. I probably want to go.
Yeah, because I think this is the thing. That's the big. I think that's the big thing. Where you're just from a different angle.
I'm not sure. Which way do you think I should?
I don't know what's over there.
Okay, let's,
Rootin' tootin' goop shooting. Woo! Or was this that edge?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, this is that. This is that like the wall you were kind of zoom a off.
Yeah, see, I've kind of like gotten us so out of sorts and where we came
Well, I'm
from. that-
assuming it's to your left.
I mean,
or
I
to
guess I
your
can just
left.
die a bunch and I'll presumably come back here.
God, what if you didn't?
That would be funny.
Really funny. We're just
Can
like
at least wall run off of that.
wall rain. Wall rain.
Sorry, I was trying to use 3 fingers to like wall run and sprint.
Like getting your
All right, well,
Super
I got it.
Metroid claw going on. Are those just like ram skulls on the wall?
I don't know.
Yeah, those are like ram skulls. Big ram. I want to see the big ram.
Oh, this is that room with everything.
Yay! Use your goop shoot.
Again, like I still don't. I can bait this guy. He's coming.
He's coming. He's coming. Get him. Yeah.
All right,
look at
that did damage.
Woo woo. not have very many a shot, though.
Yeah. That's true.
Just get out your little, like, your
Wonder if
pea
I
shooter.
can,
Just like...
Soft snipe this guy.
Oh, there's
never
low
mind.
guys, low guys. They are just messing you up. And team shooting down truck lane.
Okay.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
At least now I know that, like, I'm roughly over here for one.
You are... How are you alive? How?
Okay. That did give me ammo, I think, but no health.
No. I don't think those ever gave health. Why alive indeed? I ask myself that every day. I think the leaf? No, you were hurting him.
Able to
Okay.
kill that guy through
Leaf mean nothing.
a lot of visual geometry.
You just aim for the red and pray. And with the goop shoot.
Okay, I traded.
No.
That's fine.
No.
Yeah, that's interesting. At least gonna at minimum try to get past this area. Like I said, I don't know like if this whole map is like the end of the demo or whatever, but
Okay, you are back. You have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, behind you. That's
so technically need to go like this way.
the.
Unless there's like a better way to go around. I'm not sure.
Unless it's like behind you, like.
I could try to go.
I know there's.
all the way
This
up
is
here.
a like. You have to say you're 18 over on itch to get this game. There are swears.
It said a swear. It
This
said
game says cusses.
It said the S word. Oh God.
You're getting messed up in the goop. Do you still have the goop shooter, or do you have that other shit gun?
Oh, I'm assuming I have the other crappy one.
Boo!
So I'm trying to do
You're
this
getting.
over and over again.
You're just. Yeah. You got.
Because I kind of even got up
You
here.
got yeeted by
I
the
feel
goop.
like this is not the way you're supposed to get over to this
Probably
area
not.
necessarily. Because I kind of got up on that rocky outcropping by accident a
Uh-huh.
little bit.
I mean, why don't you just like kind of go back the way you came? I don't
could
even know how you
try.
got here, honestly. Like for reals.
Well,
No
like I said,
idea.
I was basically kind of just jumping all the way through the geometry.
I mean, I think I just kind of blacked out, but
Yeah, I just got these two. This fucking
I missed the goop shoot.
dog shit shotgun.
Fucking crimson over here. Except it has
okay.
no range. We're not even sure how far it goes. What about to the left? What about to the left?
Like this.
Eh?
There you go.
Or is
That's
this just?
probably
Okay.
it.
We're good.
Okay,
We
this
got-
is the
we
this
got
is the
somewhere.
right way.
We got somewhere. Oh, he just died instantly.
See that? I even think it's more like RNG.
Yeah.
I think just the like, vomit of non-bullets coming out of this thing just kind of mowed him down.
I did like the non-regenerating health and complete lack of any kind of health pickups is really weird.
Yeah, the pickup thing I'm interested in. Like, I wonder what's up with that. Like, if that's just like a
How
thing
did
that's
you
not
even
really.
see that, like the way to get up there.
Oh, I don't know.
That red is so intrusive.
The pickup thing is interesting because, again, that is a thing that for the most part has been bred out of shooters these days. There are definitely games that do it intentionally, like give you non-regenerating health. But obviously, those games also do have health pickups somewhere, and yeah.
It's pretty dark on our TV. Maybe a little bit brighter than how the stream looks.
Not much, especially
not
with this much
much.
damage.
Yeah.
Might have looped.
I have literally no idea.
I don't know where we are
you
now.
are.
Not in that area with the 10 million dudes. That's
My favorite thing about the damage thing is that it's literally just a fourth of the screen and it's just reflected top and bottom. That's all. So you can see there's like a little face in the top and who's in
We're
the
looking
bottom
at the rest
too.
of this HUD or whatever. We
There's
kind of know
like
what
two-
everything else does. Is
You
that
have, like,
number a score?
It's a score.
Okay.
There were some video options. I wonder if you could have made it lighter.
I mean, I could try.
I don't think
I'd
you have.
I'd
Yeah, you have to
restart
get
it,
all the
which
way.
I could do.
Go, why don't you just run over that wall? That wall was like.
Over here?
Oh, no, back. Just like run over there. There's some land.
Good point.
Woo! Blue flower. You're just behind it now.
Yeah, when that works, it works.
It's cool.
When the-
It's still cool.
When the wall running thing triggers and like.
Do you have to like
You go where
jump
you
to
expect.
keep going? Because you do seem to like
No, you
fall
just
really fast.
you don't have to keep hitting jump. It does feel sort of similar to Titanfall, where like you just kind of you will go for a good certain amount of time and then just sort of peter out.
Okay, so this is the back end of that really long room that you died in before.
Okay.
I don't know where the enemies are, and I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be
Yeah.
up here, but
Right. And like I
Here
said,
we
if I were the tweaks I would make into the wall run thing as it exists now is just make it longer and less fast. Like go to make the part where you're sticking and running just last like to roughly keep the amount of distance you can travel the same, but just make it a little less fucking
jarring.
yeah jarring. Like you said,
Oh,
I'm not
you
actually
can just-
sure I'm supposed to be up here or not. We're going.
Well, you're going like, what is over there?
I don't know. We can try to find out. But I'm not sure.
I don't think you can clear that.
Go back this way, maybe.
So I think the second you go down, I bet all those guys are gonna spawn. There is also a sprint speed as well. That Dustin just isn't using.
Yeah, there you go. Like that's like kind of have to claw it to
Oh,
like
the lion guy on the
sprint and
wall,
walk
look
and
at
jump on
him.
MNK. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Those other jumps. When you're falling, the other jumps are more like warlock jumps almost.
Huh.
It's like when I'm here and I'm jumping from like a neutral state off the ground. There's a lot of height. When I'm already like on the downslope, it's more just like it feels more like air brakes. It's more like just slowing me down.
I don't think you want to go that way.
Probably.
I think this is the start of this area. You go towards that thing. The effects of the ground on your gun are a little annoying. Not gonna lie. You're just gonna get
Yeah, I'm gonna
murdered.
get totally mowed down here.
I think the guys might have now also spawned in behind you.
Oh, that's scary. Alright. Interesting.
Ew. Nasty. It's just nasty.
Yeah, I like where I like the theoretical direction of all this movement stuff of like the jumping and the wall running and the this theoretical grapple thing, which again, that's kind of the same thing as the like that is so sudden. Like that's I feel like that's like almost puke sudden. In terms of how fucking fast it just yanks you.
There's a lot of weird discrepancy in speed with a lot of different parts of it.
Yeah, that feels like a lot.
New.
I do want to kind of find out if I can grab a guy with that. Like, can I like scorpion a dude into me? So we're back here.
Accurate.
I'm not sure where else to go for, oh boy. Because if I go back over there, I'll be at that other big, giant clusterfuck room again. Did I walk this way before, just like a second ago? Or?
Yeah.
Which again, I still don't actually know where I'm really supposed to be going right now. Reload.
Hit off screen to reload.
Get. Yeah, I really still wish it just reloaded by default when you're out of ammo. What did I even do? I just come down here.
I have no idea.
Pretty sure it was this.
All right, then you
Yeah.
found that mysterious opening. I still don't know how you found the first time.
Again, very, very damaged.
I mean, about the same amount damaged. Huh?
Aggravate your biomass to get burst of meters. So it's just a triple jump. Not sure why I told you that here.
That was, yeah, why did that even pop up?
This would be some kind of the like smoke effect here, whatever is going on with this. Yeah, this thing is like combined with the damage thing.
so much because there was one point in time earlier where you did just like regen health, and I don't know how you did it.
Middle click or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because you went along back here.
That's a little health now.
I mean, again, you're just in the exact same position as you were before.
This way.
Yeah, because this is like the back of that room.
Right, because I think walking around this area triggered the spawn trigger for all the enemies, like you said. It probably even barred the guys behind me. Oh, now I'm just stuck in geometry. That was not ground so much as just like a gap.
Why would you go around the front? Just go around the back if you can. Now you're stuck on a wall.
I'm just fucking everything up. Okay, so I assume if I fall down here, I might go in here. That'll trigger everybody to come back in. Yeah, that's the trigger, is in this room. I'm just gonna die, because not much health and many dudes. Okay. I might try to go back that other way and get through that giant hallway of weird dudes at least one or two other times. But yeah, this is... I'd say there's a lot of work to go in a lot of this. Like I said, I don't think the shooting, I don't think any part of it works at all. That one other weapon, if I could pick up another one of those, I'd be interested to fuck with that thing, the sort of grenade launcher looking thing. That's like the one gun that sort of felt all right, just because it actually like killed a thing when you hit it.
Not the...
But the visual element of it, I still couldn't tell like how far it shoots or like what the projectile was or whatever. Like
so you just ran along the wall.
I did get the other one. I feel like that angle may be just a little harsh for the wall running. Like it just wouldn't give me that other mantle or whatever.
Just to your right. We found the
I'm trying to see if this is this like the back of that other area?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Just really fucking don't. Okay, this
is gonna, like, if I'm somehow gonna beat this, it's gonna be this kind of shit. It's gonna be trial and error of like spraying this silly thing down this hallway, and I'm gonna probably run out of ammo before I can really... Fuck me up. I just want to see what's behind these dudes. This time I might just try to run in there and see if I can like squish myself into a weirder like killing funnel. Although I feel like I probably need to find a different path to get over there, period, because I'm gonna still lose so much health. Just falling in the pit. Unless I can ever manage to get this transition and like mantle onto that other wall correctly. Yeah, because it feels like I wonder if it's just more like momentum based than I initially thought it was. Of why I'm like falling so hard coming onto that one.
Yeah,
because I'm already kind of on the downslope as opposed to like going up and up still. All right, let's just try to be a moron.
Easy.
Barely does anything.
Are you getting help from meleeing them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we did learn something.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that's something. I like that. Like again, in concept, I really, really dig that. Oh, okay.
I'll get those guys down below you. Yeah, you have the high ground.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yes.
It feels so bad. And I don't actually know if those are even going through that wall there.
If you can say. Get him. Get him. He's coming. He's trying.
I want to get him to go up here so I can suck him dry.
I don't think he can. Gross.
All right, you moron.
If you kill the other guy first, you can just live forever by.
Well, it looks like if you health on hit, not on.
Oh, they're like.
Okay, they did. they did basically kill me.
Told you to shoot that other guy.
Okay, we learned something very valuable. Again, like, is that hitting him? Is it not? Oh, it's.
Watch that guy up top. You're gonna get super killed by that guy up.
Yeah, I feel like this gun, for my taste, is like the worst of all worlds for like
It's
shooter
bad.
design. Because like my favorite use of non-hit scan weapons is like projectiles that more meaningfully interact with the environment, like the like bouncy, like physics-based stuff. And this is kind of neither. It's just like a stream of like.
Grapple or melee him to get your health back, because you're basically dead. Oh, you killed him
Should
instead.
have told me.
I mean, look at your
faster.
screen.
I don't know. I was thinking about it somehow. Any chance I can hose you down from here?
Yes. Yeah. There is the better weapon on the ground.
I can switch out that terrible shotgun. This thing also like feels totally worthless.
It's real bad.
Oh no, it's not.
There was one that option was there. Is it over to your right? There it is.
Alright, and that was E.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're also very dead.
Yeah, I am. I don't think I'm going to survive this round. But now that I know that I can heal by punching dudes, I could probably get through this area.
Do you want to try grappling that guy?
I can.
Oh, okay. It went that far?
Like, it is a grenade launcher thing, because that's what this reticle is meant to indicate.
Man, I don't know guns.
I guess
I don't know nothing.
I guess the one the dot's on, that's like where it's going to land.
I don't know.
But like, I don't. Yeah, it's just, it feels so
bad.
Like this one feels good, like
okay.
Like it feels like the projectiles are going, but the visual response, like the visual indication of where that projectile is or is going to land, is like non-existent. Like that little puff of smoke. Like this is meaningless. Like see, it kind of is there, and then like sometimes it looks like it's not at all. Yeah, that's just okay.
Ooh,
Here's a different thing.
Give her your other shit gun.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh
no! This thing again.
A trap!
I hate this thing.
Sure, they're just gone.
No,
okay. Shoot. Second trap. I mean, there's more like ground on your left, I think, through that slope. Maybe not. There were stairs, like where you were hiding before. There were stairs.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way, but it appears to be a thing that I can do. I feel like I'm not supposed to be up here. Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure you're not supposed to get up there, but.
Oh yeah, that's like the hardest of hard boundaries out of the snow. Okay.
I couldn't tell you where you're supposed to go from here, though.
Yeah, right. I figured there would be a more straightforward path after this area. So that's like, there is like a weird... Oh, okay. I got really stuck in geometry. Definitely not supposed to be up specifically right here. Yeah, and the jumping on while falling is... It's very jarring compared to the jumping off the ground.
Yeah.
Like it feels so weird to not be able to boost that much. Which again, maybe that's probably right now at least they're like splitting the different solution for trying to at least rein in your movement a little bit.
Well, there's an enemy all the way over there.
Yeah, this guy somewhere off there.
I mean, cause this is where you came from the goop. So if you keep going that way.
This way?
I mean, that's towards the
This guy? Or should I go this way?
That's where you came from. That's the area.
This one, let's find out what's over here, where this guy is. Again, I'll probably die if I don't find it. There's not another like checkpoint right in here. Or even like, how I'd have to get so close to a dude to like, I'd feel like I'd really have to kite a guy in to get some health off of him.
Is this the beginning?
I think it might be the very beginning. So maybe we have traversed the whole map. Maybe there isn't even like a hard end to this demo. I'm not sure. So we've kind of been bouncing around all over the place.
Well, there's that other really big area. Yeah, this is literally the beginning. No!
Oh, okay. It reset my spawn. That's kind of...
You did? Okay, so maybe it was that earlier that refilled your health.
Okay.
Oh.
So literally just at the start. Like you said, I'm not sure where else we're supposed to go from this point.
It's very unclear. I mean, I'm assuming this, again, this is very early. And kind of more like a... Probably just like mechanics.
Yeah, this, like I said, this feels...
Then like an actual like level with an end is more what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Eat him, eat him. No, you're not eating them.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
You gotta eat the guys.
I keep forgetting that I should be eating these guys. Yeah, I'm not sure how big the team is that's working on this. But,
there was... Yeah, I know I visited this page on 8.6,
okay.
buddy.
Well, now that I know that, it's like 1v1ing these guys is like trivial for that reason too. You can just kind of keep punching them.
There's 11 people.
Okay, that's not a small... Well, I mean, again, it is a small team, but not like, you know, not the smallest of teams.
Well, there's like a programmer.
Okay.
And there's two programmers, it looks like.
My other good instinct, and I guess the other thing here is I don't actually know how old this demo is, like how much work they've done since this came out. So I feel like I'm just like browsing around for stuff in that feed to check out. This was at least a month or two old, if not more. But like, and we know this from experience ourselves for sure. But I would say like early next year feels really optimistic for a timeline to get this thing in shippable shape. At least for the way, like for how the combat feels right now. Compared to, like I said, I have no idea what their aspirations are, like how many levels or whatever, like how much other content they would intend to put in something like this, but like, let me strike my cheek. Yeah, I think I turned that spawning thing back on. I think we might have pretty much exhausted this area. Let's try, yeah, there's not a clear indication that there's somewhere like immediately I would just go. I'm gonna, because I don't think there's any way to restart this without manually rebooting it. So let's go. I'll close this down. I'm gonna boot it up again because they had like an arena mode.
Oh yeah.
I didn't try that out. Like when I was testing this to make sure it ran right.
I
didn't boot this up once. So let's see what this is. Is it just a wave-based thing?
There's something over next to you on like the wall. So just like another gun.
Just ammo? Still both of these things. The two starting weapons. Oh, I shouldn't have gone down here.
There's very little information for me to glean from their website.
Oh,
I could go to...
This is bad. Pit bad.
See if I
I should
can...
have punched that guy. Always the answer is punch them. Never not punch a guy.
So it says, because you got it from Itch, correct?
Yeah.
This was published in March of this year.
Okay, so this demo is, if they've been working on it consistently, pretty damn old. hitting you. Oh, I did all that wrong.
But some of the assets in these pictures look very different.
Do they look, in your humble opinion, do they look more prototypical or less like earlier or more like mature?
I would say earlier.
Okay.
Because like the HUD is it's similar but a little different.
Mm-hmm.
The enemies look a lot more generic.
Okay.
I mean, look at they look like this. So maybe these are just screenshots of the arena mode, because those don't look like the enemies you were just fighting. It's hard to say. So I guess they showed the lava. Maybe these are just from this.
Okay. Just like load up again. Okay, it does.
Yeah, cause see, look, it says there that the tendrils. Why don't they like give you?
Well, again, this feels so early that they're not even at the point of really tutorializing people and stuff
in the game already. I don't understand.
Like I said, the fact that they don't mention the wall running was like the first or second thing that they tell you about.
Don't mention wall run.
That tells me how early this is in terms of like setting up a
tutorial
or something.
But like the fact that they would have those things in there anyway and not have them more like up front just seems like, if you're gonna release a demo and you're gonna put like how to play or gameplay hints in there.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Try to
looking at this area, like the space that we're in right now. I feel like this is like if I were building this game, this is what I would double down on. Like I would maybe try to tilt this product towards more of a like Doom score mode style.
I mean, maybe that's what those levels are going to be.
Well, because like the other thing we loaded into seems like it will eventually mature into a more traditional campaign.
Is that bad? Doom has a campaign.
Well, sure, but Doom is also made by a ton of people.
What does it affect?
I guess those guys just spawned in on top of me.
Yeah.
I'm saying from the perspective of making a relatively small game with a relatively small team, and trying to pick the thing you think you can do the best at, like just with a very limited, like a much more limited amount of time and resources than Bethesda or whatever. Maybe whole ass one thing.
Never.
And go more like that like Doom score mode, Serious Sam type deal. Because the other thing about making a campaign proper is that like there's just more to it. But I don't know. If they're really dead set on that, certainly that's a thing you can do. But there's at least some light narrative expectations, even if it's just text-based and stuff. And again, the way that the level design is totally different because you have to build it like to some degree. You have to be able to build like a space that flows linearly from A to B to C, right, in a very structured manner. Which again was one of my concerns about, having your mobility options be a little too robust. Is that like it's too easy to sequence break and stuff like that. But when you're doing something like this, you can make much more wide open, much looser, much more like nebulously defined spaces for you to jump and run and grapple off of. And then at the end of the day, at that point, the goal is just kill all the men.
I mean, good life advice. Let's be serious.
All I'm saying is it seems
women
more
inherits the earth.
It seems more achievable to like make that game in totality than to do like both of those at the same time, or to do the campaign thing. I don't know. But again, it really depends on like how much time you want to put into it and where your priorities lie and stuff. Because like I said, for my money, I think everything about the gameplay needs a lot of work. Like it just needs a lot of time. And when I'm bringing up that, I'm basically saying like that if you tried to make something that made the other parts of the game less intensive to build, like if you tried to tilt the game in that way, then you can spend more of your time and effort on just polish, on things like how the guns feel and how and like polished up the movement a little more and stuff like that. Because I think there are a lot of really good ideas in here. That it just all feels like they need wrench time, like they need to be tweaked and I
mean, look at that. That was cool.
Yeah, like
that guy's not on the ground.
Oh,
Jealous.
because I like the shooting is like it's not good. Like as far as I'm concerned, it's it feels very loose in a not good way. Like it does not feel fun to engage with these weapons in any way, shape, or form to me. But the movement and the like mechanics set that the player has all feel like they're in a really awesome starting point. That like they still need a little love, but not like in a dire, not in a dire, completely unplayable sort of way. Like it feels like there's a really solid core of like I can imagine this becoming a really fun run and gun thing with just with a handful of abilities and. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think they need to be a ton of guns. I just think the ones that are in the game need to feel like however many there are, they all need to serve some specific purpose. The other ones don't, and they ideally will all feel like good and responsive in their own ways. Like it'll be clear how they work and how zoning in on a dude and stuff. Like it's just none of the weapons. I don't think. Let me put the stupid thing on again just to try it one more time. But yeah, like this serves no purpose whatsoever, because it feels worse than punching the guy and it doesn't give you the health back. Like this thing feels like gameplay useless and like functionally not very fun.
That guy's jumping.
Like I guess you could the 1-2 punch dudes like if you want to set up the faster melee hit. I suppose that's a thing you can do. Like I'm guessing the shields these guys have might be like the start of another kind of mechanical thing where you
it's hard to say.
Maybe can't melee through the shields or can't shoot as easily through them. Like you can turn that knob up or down if you want. And again, it's just kind of interesting, like I said, playing something that's as actiony as this, because we haven't checked out...
Yeah, we haven't done
We haven't seen anything as much like this in a while, because everything else was much more laid back and, like, methodical and...
Job interviews for hell.
And, right, either narrative-driven or mechanically-driven in other ways.
Puzzles that break your mind and the environment. Shit, yeah.
Cool lighting. Lighting's weird behind that. So yeah, that's my point in here is like this is a big high room with a bunch of weird shit to jump off of, but like
to what end?
Well, I'm saying I guess that to some degree, but also it's not gonna like ruin your experience to be like if anything, it just feels more awesome to just like climb to the top of the highest thing and then like, dive down out of the fucking sky on whichever unsuspecting pile of goons, right, that you're just gonna immediately fucking devour.
Me going to get fruit snacks from the cabinet at 2 a.m.
You got it. Yeah, the movement stuff, like I said, for me that's the thing in this game right now, and I like the secondary focus on like weird monstrous abilities too. I think that's all really good. I hope we keep getting more games that riff on the Titanfall movement stuff, because that game fucking rules. And as we kind of said before, is like underrepresented. I feel like influentially, like I feel like not enough people have done riffs on that game yet. Like I really think we're due for more of that shit. I hope. Like, not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any other like thoughts, comments? 'Cause like I said, I think that's kind of where we're at with this right now. I feel like there's a lot of promise here, but I feel like this is just feels extremely early. Like it.
Well, I mean, it is extreme.
Yeah. And like I said, I would be blown away if this comes out in a finished way in like early 2023. But again, I have no idea how many hours people are putting into this. That's the thing with indie stuff. You never know how many how full time anyone on the team is. Like in many projects, it varies a ton. But yeah, that feels. And again, like who knows? Like if they've been cranking out full time on it, like so, there's demos from March. Like that means they've had at least 4 or 5 months.
Well, it was published in March. I don't know if it's been updated. It's like I don't know if it says when things are updated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you just kind of like with Steam, where you can just kind of push something.
Yeah.
I don't know what changing like the the deliverable or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
if that changes the date on there or not. It was first uploaded in March of this year.
But yeah, it feels like there's a lot of good ideas waiting to be just like executed on.
Like the wall running, the grappling, all of that, like coupled with the like potentially really cool ways to like engage and disengage enemies is neat.
And the enemies themselves, that's another thing, is that they feel kind of bad too. And then, again, that's kind of like I feel like if you were to tilt the game more towards this, like if you go more like the Serious Sam kind of fuck around arena shooter thing, like the enemies can be less good as opposed to like in a campaign where you want to like have them post up in certain places and like, you know, reliably
engage
go along.
You.
Right, yeah, like reliably follow their pathing and engage you meaningfully. Like, I just feel like if you wanted to set yourself up for success, that's the way I would take this game. With the minimum, with like the lowest chance for failure on the whole, that's like my instinct is I would try to go more that route, personally. Because they like it is hard to make good first-person shooter AI. Like it's not easy, even a little bit. And like on top of everything else, like I said, I'm glad that in this demo, they're actually, at least the enemies are kind of as not, you know, powerfully engaging you as possible, because the gunplay doesn't stack up to it either. But like I said, it's just all that stuff together, and there's so many moving, like having to move those levers against each other to like dial it into a fun, like, you know, shooting experience that is engaging and snappy and feels accurate. Like, it's just a lot of levers to pull at once. Like, it's a lot of work. It's hard. It's much balancing.
I mean, there's a reason we're not doing something like this, because it's hard, and we have talents elsewhere.
You know, this is true of
skill sets elsewhere. I guess.
This is true of every genre, I suppose. But there's so many good shooters out there. Like, there's a lot of really good shooters that people love a ton, that are everything from, like, you know, RPG tilted stuff like Destiny and Borderlands, down to like just Call of Duty with like straightforward campaigns and online multiplayer, down to like Overwatch where it's just only online multiplayer, like team-based stuff, to Doom, which, like I said, this just feels like it's riffing on more than anything else, any of those other ones.
They specifically called out like retro shooters, so I'm thinking, I mean, the Doom roots, I guess. You can that's a cool like inspiration to build off of for sure. And
well, like I said,
here.
Yeah, I really like. I'm glad we found that out before we close this out, because I really like the like punch dudes health back. I think that's an awesome way to take. I think it's an awesome idea for a game that's trying to be more retro, where you don't want to just give people health back, like, or you don't want to do the Halo regen shields thing. I think that's better than like health packs. I think that's cool as hell. I think that's a great instinct. Like I said, all the player mechanics I like. I kind of want to just stay in place and see them like iterated on a little bit. I think that stuff's all real sweet. And then the gunplay, just like I said, as far as I'm concerned, the gunplay needs like a total overhaul. Like, I would take each of these weapons and they need like a complete. They just need to be different. Like both their like visual representation of how they're working, and in some cases the like I said, the actual like. I think you need at minimum one true hit scan weapon, at least in like a first-person shooter for me. Like, you need one thing that like when you pull the trigger. It immediately hits the thing that's in front of it.
That one guy's just having a time. I've been watching him move a little bit. Like, he's just sliding everywhere. I don't know what's going on with him, but I love him.
He's hanging out. He's having a good time.
Look at him go.
But with all that said, I did really enjoy checking this out.
Yeah, it
still.
was neat. It was different, and I think that was cool.
Yeah, and every game we look at, like I said, is in some form of development or another. But like, there's the groundwork for something really cool to come out of this, I think. I really like where the like, when I try to work backwards into like the whiteboard that was drawn up to describe like what the gameplay loop would be. I like all the ideas that were put on there.
Oh, he's going. Look at him go. Look at him go.
So yeah, I hope they get the time, and I hope they're able to get the time and resources to finish this thing up.
Or do you think he's just like moving? Can you go find out what his deal is?
Try
to find this man. I need to know where this man is going.
That guy?
Yeah, the only one who's moving.
He's just, you know, he's just pacing it out over there.
What are you shooting
at? He got an eye now. He's not going to do it as much. Oh, maybe he kind of is. He's coming for me.
He's trying.
They're both kind of trying. He's a little confused. Don't mind him.
Got spirit.
I still have to head. Yeah, this is. No thanks. Yeah, I would love to see.
You killed his best friend, and now he's just depressed forever.
I would love to see this
Bye.
game get a ton of love and a ton of extra time.
Oh god, there's so many guys over there. Eat him. Eat him. Yeah. Yeah.
Bonk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neat. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that'll maybe call it a stream, I guess.
So many guys.
This was what's this game called again?
Phenocore.
Phenocore, thank you, by Gumball Studios.
Gumball Interactive.
Gumball Interactive. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of really good ideas in here that I would love to see more time. Like, I hope this game gets the time to come into its own, because there's some really neat stuff in here.
Yeah.
Just could use a few coats of paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. All right. Well, thank you, Lorraine, for hanging out despite being very tired.
I'm very tired.
Thank you, Brian, and whoever else might have
Kyle
popped up
was
in the
here
chat.
too for a bit.
Kyle, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Talk to you guys otherwise in a little while, probably.
Perhaps. Hi, Colette.
If anyone out there has a game or knows someone who has a game that they want checked out, you can find us on Twitter at Cubicorn Games. You can email us at podcast@cubicorngames.com. We put the archives of all these on YouTube. So search Cubicorn Games on there if you want to see all kinds of games we've played to date. And with all that said, we will most likely be back next Saturday with some other indie thing.
Probably.
No, that's the wrong mouse. It's this mouse, not that mouse. So until then, we will see you later, Internet.
Bye.
So long.